how did Immochlan come about? I don't know. The centre in Hammersmith had opened. It was a new centre. It was purpose-built. The local authority had on it some people who had been around things like the Troops Out movement and the Women in Ireland group and that kind of anti-racist and all of the rest of it. And one or two of them were very determined that it wasn't going to be under the thumb of the Catholic Church, certainly as regards women and gay rights. And so there was a very strong kind of push from them, and they owned the building, I think, or supported it in various kinds of ways. This, having the céilís over there, haven't been able to have lesbian and gay céilís was fantastic. And then the London Irish Centre somehow became amenable on the same front. Now, Sean Hutton worked for the Federation of Irish Societies, and he was head of policy, and he was gay. But he used to write in Irish, and of course a lot of us didn't know that. But he actually came and talked at one of our AGMs. It was the most moving kind of AGM, but anyway. So over in the Irish Centre in Camden, they had a very a generous way. They only charged you, say, £30 or £60 for the large hall, but the understanding was, you know, because you'd be bringing along a few hundred people, they'd all be drinking at the bar. And so everybody would benefit out of that. And so we started organising these events, and we had the Pink Paper and Capital Gay and Time Out and CC Limits and all these places that did free listings. The Irish Post, I think maybe the Irish World was even around. And we would just send out a little notice saying that on such a date there was such an event and it would cost so much to get in. And, you know, somebody would have rung up and booked the date, and 2 or 3 of us would sit on the door and people would come along. And you got that sense, you know, students kind of, I've got my concessions proof, you know, and you'd kind of go, it's all right. If you just told us you're a concession, it's all right. You know, there's no hassle, there's no nothing. This is just, you know, it's affordable for everyone, and that's fine. And there was a guy who used to play curly music. He was from Jacket Potatoes. He's died since. And him and the guy used to play the music, and we had this céilís. And of course, when you dance céilí dancing, you can dance with strangers. And for a lot of people on the lesbian and gay scene, this was extraordinary, you know, because it took off so much pressure.